All right, welcome back. Now, Gunja MP Opiyo Wandayi will stay out of the National Assembly chambers for 10 months. Speaker Justin Muturi has said Wandayi and his CORD colleagues disrupted President Uhuru Kenyatta's State of the Nation address in Parliament on Thursday. He was thrown out for defying the Speaker's order that leaves the chamber. Now, Muturi said that there will be no by-election in Ugunja, as Wandayi is on a misconduct punishment because he did not breach House rules, such as missing 8 sittings. However, there have been calls to amend standing orders to allow for MPs to lose their seats for misconduct. Now, this forms the basis of a big question tonight. We asked you if should MPs lose their seats for misconduct. I'm looking at your tweets and updates that are coming up online. But for now, I want to engage ODM Whip, Mheshimiwa Jakoyo Midiwo. Karibu sana.
Asante sana.
The question I'm asking the Kenyans tonight is, should MPs lose their seats for what we witnessed in Parliament on Thursday?
Why? The right to picket is a constitutional right. You saw when the teachers were picketing, the TSC tried to fire them. They didn't go very much because the right to picket is a right. You know, Kenyans forget how far we have come. Not too long ago, you could not dare talk when you could not dare even oppose anything. Even it could not even be imagined you could oppose anything. So you can't say what happened in Parliament deserves anybody to lose their seat.
The other side says that this was complete misconduct, that there are better ways to handle this, that if members of Parliament have been elected by the people, they should be able to have reasonable conversation and reason win. How do you respond to that?
But members of Parliament, those people were not talking to members of Parliament. They were talking to the president. Where do MPs find the president? Look at what happens in the Parliament of Japan, in Taiwan, in Israel, and not too long ago in the Parliament of England. I think we are reading a bit too much into that action by the Speaker. I think that particular standing order that has sent my colleague Opiyo Wandayi home is unconstitutional. You know, Article 124 of the Constitution says Parliament shall enact regulations through standing orders to ensure orderly conduct. But that same article does not give Parliament powers to enact unconstitutional laws. Let me even put it another way. It says you shall remain suspended for the rest of the session. A session is defined as from the second week of February to the end of the year, when people break for Christmas.
That's what that is sending Wandayi home.
That's what's sending Wandayi home.
Yeah.
But what if you violate? What if that standing order is used against you on the last day when people are breaking for Christmas? That means you serve no time. So and you know the principle of law, and I'm not a lawyer, and I seem to understand law. It's that you meet the same punishment for the same crime. So on that regard, it is unconstitutional. Thirdly, what that same thing seems to be doing is that you will condemn the people of Ugunja constituency to non-representation for 10 months.
But someone claimed that was because your member of Parliament misbehaved at the floor of the House. So,
no, but even that, the fact that there is that standing order contemplates that kind of scenario. It contemplates it. I mean, the law is made to deter or to deal with a certain scenario, situation.
So from where you sit, what would be the proper punishment for Wandayi and colleagues who interrupted the State of the Nation address?
From where I sit, there should be nothing, really. I mean, there are many ways. I have been thrown out of Parliament for a few days, and that to me is enough punishment. But this one is a punishment that does not even punish the MP. He will earn his salary. You know, people earn allowances when they go to work. If you go to work, you don't deserve an allowance. But that standing order, the way it's crafted, does not deny him a salary. So he will be out there on taxpayers' money, doing nothing, and quite, a talented young man. So what have we done? It's a bad law.
So what happens now, Mheshimiwa, as we move forward? This incident, this is not the first time this has happened. This is it the second time, I think, that CORD MPs have interrupted sessions of the House. What's going to happen?
Well, it's the new order. I mean, you're going to see so many of those. Trust me. When a country stops to listen to itself, then people must ventilate. I don't think you have seen the meat of it. It's just the beginning of it.
Mm-hmm. So there's going to be more?
Oh, there's going to be a lot of it.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be a lot of it. As to this particular one, I know the speaker that I know, the speaker had to do what he did. Once you order a member of parliament out of parliament and he continues, then the standing orders flows what he would do. But I think with that reasoning and reasoning along that line, he ought then now to come back and clear the ambiguity, because standing order number 1 allows him to do that, and that's what personally I expect him to do. Mm-hmm. That use the standing order number 1 to get rid of or redefine the intentions of that standing order.
Is this speaker fair and just to CORD, would you say?
No, I don't think he had otherwise, as far as this is concerned. I don't think Justin had otherwise. He had to do what he did. What is important is how we move forward. Would he have let Wandai sit there after telling him go out? Mm-hmm. That we would be criticizing him the other way. So sometimes you don't just say somebody is wrong. If I would have been happier if the speaker had done something to Sonko and the other members of parliament from Jubilee, but as you saw it, they didn't. Both the Speaker of the Senate and the Speaker of National Assembly were all, they sat there, and the Jubilee MPs, many of them made noise, and not even a mention of their name. As far as that's concerned, I think that was not fair.
How do you respond to the people on the other side, most to say and think that this was uncalled for, it was uncouth, it's something that is unparliamentarian? That's what that I've heard people use. How do you respond to such?
No, when you say it's uncalled for, then what is called for? When this is under new constitution. That constitution okays and allows and makes it legal to picket
inside the parliament.
Anywhere. I can picket you right here. I just forgot my whistle in the car. But I would have wished I would picket you because that is what the law allows. And this is the freedom we fought for. It comes with the consequences. Mm-hmm. And let me tell you, the big thing, James, is what did the country learn from that? What did President Uhuru learn from it? It's that he is losing the respect of the country. I mean, for young MPs to do that to you, it means you have lost their respect. And that speaks a lot and volumes about us as a country.
And the MPs are losing respect. Isn't that not the case? Because then we're saying this office that you fight so hard to get, it essentially means nothing. Because it was not any different that any other Kenyan would have done.
Do you disrespect teachers any? Because they have been picketing.
But for sure, these are people who were elected. No one in parliament really got there by less than 5,000 votes.
And you know why you elected them? Is to ask questions. Look at what happened subsequently. The president managed to read a speech, actually very smoothly. What the things he said, the things he told Kenyans, some of it just open lies. For a president to tell Kenyans, he brought CDF. He was in opposition when CDF was occasioned to say that they have been doing equalization fund. It is not true. To say that he has tarmacked 3,000 roads, 3,000 kilometers of roads, where are they? That is the substance. That was those things we were promised.
Mm-hmm. Final question.
Yes.
Is in that office of the president deserve respect? The office. So we might not like the person. You might not like the person. Might not.
Of course,
yeah. But doesn't the office deserve some respect?
Oh, it deserves a lot of respect. That does not mean the office cannot be talked. That does not mean the office cannot be talked.
So what kind of respect would you say you're willing to give the office of the president or the person of the president who comes to parliament?
Respect is not cowardice. Respect is expressing yourself with decorum. Nobody threw anything at him. When a member, that standing orders allows a member of parliament to stand on a point of order. And you saw both Wandai and Mbadi kept on requesting for points of order. And the speaker ignored them because he was expecting what to come. Mm-hmm. It goes both ways. When you deny a member of parliament to express himself on a point of order, he could have been alerting the speaker that somebody had a gun in the house. Could have been alerting the speaker there was a snake running around in the chamber. That is the purpose of the point of order.
Right.
So in the absence of that, then you
resort into other means.
Constitutional means.
Constitutional means.
Which is picketing.
My final question.
Yeah.
CORD ODM planning more protests in parliament?
Not that I know of, but I find it to be a very cool new thing in our parlance. I find it to be nice.
So more of the same?
Lots of it. You will see. I think you can't avoid it, by the way. I mean, when you want to move the country forward, any which way. I've been part of this struggle from a boy. I know how the governments listen, how executives.
This is how they listen.
Oh, they will listen. I can tell you they took note.
All right.
I can tell you they took note.
Mheshimiwa,
thank you very much.
Jakoyo Midiwo, thank you very much for making time and talking about it. Yes, we've been talking about whistling MPs, and I would go to Twitter to get your comments and the poll that you're running. We're taking a short break. When I come back, more of your thoughts, more of your opinion on that particular issue. You're watching My Night News. My name is James, but don't go too far.